Okay, so I was at work. This happened several days ago. This past Saturday, I was at work. I'd only been there about 15 minutes, and I was on the main aisle of grocery. And I looked up from something, and I saw a guy, and he's like, "Round the wheel?" And I immediately just like my heart seizes up, and I'm like, just like it's like a how do you know that name kind of deal. So I kind of brush him aside into the aisle, not because I'm embarrassed of that identity or anything. It's just like whoa, let's step into my office, okay, that kind of deal. And it's like round the wheel. So obviously about the YouTube channel. He's like, yeah, I've been a fan. I asked him how long he's been watching. He says since about halfway through last year or some such, and I'm like, wow, that's something else. And he was like, he was this fresh faced kid. He had a baby face, like no trace of hair whatsoever. He had poofy curly hair, and he was wearing a Domo shirt, which was awesome. And I'm jealous. I totally want one now. But I asked him, how long you been watching? Who are you on YouTube? And he said he was his username is Arc Seraph. He sent me a message once. I don't remember it though. Probably because it was on the old account. So I used to save all my personal messages just in case, I had to look something up sometime. But, of course, obviously that original account is suspended now. So I don't quite remember it. But he has sent me a message before. And we generally shot the breeze for a little bit. I asked him if he was from around here. He said, yeah, he lives in such and such place. I won't say. But he lives nearby to me. And he goes to school near here and such, and he asked for some advice on how to do good talk throughs, and I gave some usual tips and whatnot. But it was all in all a very surreal but not uncomfortable experience. It was not uncomfortable at all, and I think it's because he was such a nice guy. He was very no, I wouldn't say timid in his approach, but he did not just come up and be like, "Oh my God, you're round the wheel." He kind of confirmed it first, and he was very polite and nice to talk to, and it was just I'm still kind of just confuzzled for words because it was a surreal experience. I don't think that's happened to anyone else I know. I know many people have corresponded with some of their more loyal subscribers, but I haven't heard of anyone else actually seeing one of their subscribers in the flesh, just kind of a random chance encounter. And it was bizarre. It was like a taste of being famous. It was like, this must be what celebrities go through like 100 times a day. So it was like just like a really small taste of fame, and it was really interesting and bizarre and weird, and yet also very fun. It wasn't a stalkerish type thing like I've been watching you for so long and I finally get to meet you. It wasn't anything like that. It was a random encounter. It just happened to be a guy who knew me from my work, and it was a lot of fun. And if you can get recognized by one of your subscribers in public, I recommend doing it. It was really really interesting as far as something that you just expecting that as well. As far you don't ever expect this kind of thing to happen is what I'm saying, but for it to happen like once, I guess it was really bizarre and interesting and kind of, I don't know. I thought it would give my wife the heebie-jeebies because she's always been kind of uncomfortable with my low level of internet fame. But she was like, "Cool, that's awesome. Was he a nice guy?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was cool. It was great." So shout out to Arc Seraph. That's pretty much it. I was recognized in public by a YouTube subscriber. It was weird, but it was cool. See ya.